So you practiced and practiced, right? And you are actually about to be ready to ask a potential buyer to come and meet you at the office. You mustered up the courage, right? You got a lead and you're working that relationship and you're like, hey, we need to sit down and we need to do a buyer agency agreement. And they're digging in their heels. What do you do? That's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Janine Sasso. I'm the owner and founder of the Hyperlocal Agent, and we help agents with their hyperlocal farms. And in light of all of the NAR changes, we also have some really cool episodes for you that talk about what's going on in the world and how do we handle it in real agent life. So let's dive in. Now, the buyer consultation, first up, the word consultation. How many of you enjoy going on a consultation? I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy consultations very much. I find them very standard, not something that I look forward to. So when we talk about buyer consultations, the first thing we should really strike from our vocabulary is the word consultation, right? So let's assume we're just going to go ahead and we ask them to meet us at the office, and their answer is no, I am busy. And you're like, this is not textbook. This is not what I do. So how do you even solve that? How do you get ahead of this buyer that seems to be too busy for the world, right? And first up, it's always to let them know you understand. I'm like, I'm busy, you're busy. I absolutely get that part. It's really, really hard to find sometimes a time. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a video link that you can start with that explains some of the basics. And then from there, we will still need to talk about the rest. But at least at this point, you do have a pretty good understanding of what is going on, how you need to make decisions right now, and then we can have a second talk. Does that sound good? And again, feeding them micro pieces is something that we will need to start getting really good at, because remember, buyers do not enjoy sitting down with us, right? Our sellers got used to it. They're like, well, I guess they have to come to the house. I guess they have to see it. I guess we have to open up the door. I guess we have to make an evening of time. Whereas our buyers are like, no, I want to go and see that house over there, and I want to see that house over there. Yet here we are putting the brakes on that again and saying, hold on a minute. First up, let's have a consultation, right? So again, meeting your buyers where they're at right now is so important. And if that means you have to feed them micro steps, right, over something like a short video, and then you can ask again. All right, you had a chance to see some of this. Are you ready to sit down for the rest? Okay, make them feel like they've already done some of the heavy lifting. I'm like, you've already halfway gone through all of it, so I don't even have to bug you with the rest of it. Now, that is another strategy, to just chunk it down, get through your presentation in stages, and then after the second or third link, you're like, okay, essentially, you know at this point all the things I do, okay? We do need to talk about having something exclusive in our relationship in place. And then just let them know, are you committed? Are you ready to take a next step? Are you ready to go and really decide, do you want me to help you, or do you want to go on your own? At that point, you also have a relationship build up that can then help you take it to that next clearer agency representation agreement, right? So hopefully this was helpful for you to just think about your process, what the buyers are used to, and just keep in mind, a textbook approach is not always working. So if you have a buyer that is absolutely refusing to meet with you at the office for a consultation, evaluate your steps, evaluate your language, evaluate your approach, and also keep in mind, who is your buyer? What are they expecting? What are they used to? And then make adjustments from there, still going through all these steps, but don't be afraid to use a mix of a good digital dose versus a physical dose and bring it all together to really get to the end result, which is obviously a signed buyer agency agreement. So hopefully I broke this down for you. If you have questions, come hang out with us in our Facebook group. We love these types of questions to really get into the nitty-gritty of all of this good stuff. At the end of the day, it's the person that is great with words, great with marketing, and has a way about their business. So hang out with us. It's the hyperlocalagent.com for a lot of our other classes and courses. Again, thanks for tuning in. I'm excited that you listened to an episode today. Share it with a friend. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.